All right, we are back and at it. So let's get through this core set playthrough. So I am playing a Spider-Man suit-up deck. You can see the deck list over here on the side. And we're playing against the core set. So we're going to go through Rhino, Claw, and Ultron in that order. We're going to record victories and defeats and just put them on the channel. So hope you guys enjoy this, part of my weekly video series. It's not always going to be champions, but what better way to get back in the groove than with my favorite game? So, here we are. You can see we're using the webcams today. We did get the new office set up, like I said in the intro, but I have not finished unpacking everything yet. So, the webcams were the easiest thing to do, and that is what we will have for today. But hopefully slightly better visuals in the future. All right. So we've got our hero deck all shuffled here. We're going to give the villain deck one more shuffle just because we can. We've got our villain camera over here on the top right of our video. And obviously you can see our hero camera is the main plane area. I'll try to put my minions, my allies back here, but the minions that I encounter, if I encounter any, up here. We are playing against Rhino with, and what I'm doing for this playthrough is my favorite modular set to mix with each of the core set villains. And with Rhino, it's still kind of like a classic one, Weapon Master. So from Rise of the Red Skull, I think it's super fun with him. Add extra activations, add surges, all the things that Rhino thrives off of. So let's get in alter ego form here, and we're going to draw our opening hand of 6 cards. Wow, we hit the nuts here, other than getting a resource. So we're going to start the game with Sidekick and Black Cat in hand, so we don't even have to search for them. We also have a side-by-side in hand. And I'm sitting here doing math, right? Pay 1, use Peter's resource to play Black Cat. Flip up, pay 2 to put side-by-side onto Black Cat. And then I've got 1 left over for Sidekick if Black Cat happens to flip a mental resource. I don't know about you, but that's the point of the deck, so I think we have to try it, right? So we are going to use our ability on Peter Parker and pay a Sky Cycle to play Black Cat. She says after you play Black Cat, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Put every mental resource, every card with a printed mental resource, you discard that way. So we're going to put this Genius into our hand and this Suit Up in our discard pile, because that is a resource for the rest of the game. Well, that was sweet. So we are going to flip to Peter Parker form. We're just going to go at it, right? So we're going to use a Spider Tracer to put a Sidekick on Black Cat. So she is now our Sidekick. She has +2 hit points. If you haven't played with Sidekick before, it's from the Age of Apocalypse campaign deck, or one of the decks in that box. You can put it only on your identity-specific ally, max 1 per deck. The attached ally gets +2 hit points and is your Sidekick. After you make a basic recovery, you'll heal 2 damage from this Sidekick. We care less about that, and we care more about this side-by-side action that we're going to use here. So, with Black Cat, we can attack for free, but I'd really like to get rid of Breakin' and Taken over here. So I think we're going to do a little bit of Thwarty Thwart action, because ultimately she will get healed eventually. So, Black Cat is going to thwart for 1, removing 1 threat, and taking 1 consequential damage. We are going to have Spider-Man attack for 2. So we'll do 2 damage to the Rhino. And then we will use this Genius in our hand to play side-by-side. Side-by-side says hero action. Ready your Sidekick. That is the cost. Ready your hero. And choose one. I forgot I have these little ready, not ready tokens. Ready your hero. You can either heal 1 damage from both characters, or give both characters +1 thwart, +1 attack until the end of the phase. So we're going to choose that second option. That's going to let Spider-Man do my thing here that I said I'm going to do. Thwart for 2, which will defeat Breakin' and Taken. That sounds great. That's going to let Black Cat ping Rhino for 2, just hitting him down by 2. And we have a backflip in our hand, which we will hold onto for next turn. So we are going to go into the end of the hero phase. We are going to ready all our cards. We're going to draw up to our hand size, which is 5, and we've got 1 card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll review our hand here so everybody knows what's in it. We've got an Inspired, a Power Gloves, which Black Cat is not an Avenger yet, so we can't use that. We have an Enhanced Spider Sense, a Webbed Up, and a Backflip. And we're going to go to the villain phase. So at the start of the villain phase, we increase the threat on the main scheme by whatever the value is. Right now it's 1. Rhino is going to attack us. He's coming at us. And we have an interrupt spider sense. When he attacks us, we draw a card. We are probably going to backflip out of this. Let's see. We have webbed up to pay for inspired. We have swinging web kick to pay for spider sense, so we could cancel whatever treachery card comes out, if it's a treachery card. That leaves us in a pretty good shape. So we will not defend. He is going to get a boost card, and it's going to be 3 plus something. It is 3 plus 2 from Weapon Master. And we're just going to use backflip to take no damage. Sounds great. We're going to get dealt an encounter card. Our encounter card is Shadow of the Past. No, it is not. That is Enhanced Spider Sense to cancel the effects. Cancel the when reveal effects, so we don't even get the surge. Nice. Goes back to the hero phase, and it is our turn again. Well, we are going to have an extremely boring turn here. We're just going to play an Inspired on Black Cat. So that's going to give her +1 to her stats. So she can swing for 2. Spider-Man can swing for 2. We're going to have hit for 4 total, leaving Rhino at 7 health left. All right. That's the end of the hero phase. So I'm using a stunned token on Black Cat. That doesn't work. Let's ready and ready. Drop to our hand size. So we're getting 4 cards again. We have Power Gloves we kept, Swinging Web Kick, Sidearm, Strength, and Webbed Up. So we still did not get an Honorary Avenger. All right. We have got Rhino's turn. So they're going to go to 2 threat. Rhino is going to attack us and get a boost card. We're going to draw from Spidey Sense. Hey, we got our Honorary Avenger. We do not have anything to stop us from just getting stunned or taking damage. So this time I am going to defend against his attack. He has a 3 plus a 0 boost, so we take no damage, which is great. We get an encounter card. The encounter card is Gang Up, so he's going to attack us again. We get a second Spidey Sense. It is not a backflip, guys. Sorry, team. I'm already exhausted, so I'm just going to have to face tank this one for 3, 4, 5. 5 damage onto Spider-Man's face. Ouch. Yowzers. And it's our go. We are already exhausted, so we can't do anything about that. I'm trying to keep my deck in the camera view here. Well, let's put a good old Honorary Avenger on Black Cat. As you can see, this is kind of a Voltron build-up here. We'll use Swinging Web Kick to put Power Gloves on her. So every time she attacks, she can deal 1 damage to an enemy, which is great. We will use Strength to put a Sidearm on her, just pumping her attack a little bit more. And we'll use Webbed Up to put an Endurance on Spider-Man, giving us 3 more HP. So let's see, do we have... We're going to have to use threat tokens because I didn't find all my tokens here. Actually, you know what? We can replace a 2 with a 5. That's how math works. Bingo bango. All right, we haven't done our attack with Black Cat yet. So she's going to ping for 1, 2 from Inspired, 3 from Sidearm, 4 from Powered Gloves. It's technically 3 plus 1, but we'll call it 4. Good enough for us. That is Black Cat's attack. Spider-Man is already exhausted, so we are going to ready both of our characters and draw up to our hand size, which again is 5 cards. We've got Swinging Web Kick, Spider Tracer, Aunt May, oops, drew 1 too many, Honorary Avenger, and Enhanced Spider Senses, so nothing to help out Black Cat this turn. Rhino is going to get his 1 threat. We are just ignoring that straight up. We're going to draw for Spidey Senses when Rhino performs his attack. And we drew a Suit Up. That does not help us. It would help us get more upgrades onto Black Cat if we chose to flip down. Is that a thing we'd actually want to do? I'm not sure. Okay. What are we going to do here? We are going to defend. Let's move ourselves to exhausted. Rhino is going to swing for 3, 4, so we'll take 1 damage. Not too bad. And then he gets an encounter card, which is I'm tough. Rhino has become tough. Now, the response from Power Gloves is a response, not an interrupt, so it's going to go off after the ally attacks or thwarts. So we won't be able to really, like, ping off tough with Black Cat's attack, which is a bit of a bummer. We could... Well, pinging off tough with Swinging Web Kick seems kind of silly, so we're probably not going to do that. I think Black Cat might actually thwart this turn. Let's put an Honorary Avenger on Spider-Man so that he's an Avenger even when he flips down, which I think he's going to do right away. We are going to use his ability to play Aunt May, and she will heal us for 4. Do we even have enough HP room to get +4? Yes, we do. That sounds great. Black Cat is going to thwart for 1, 2 from Inspired. I'm just going to spread her things out over here so y'all can see what's actually on her. She has +1 thwart from Inspired. So she is going to take a consequential damage, but she has 3 extra HP left, and that's going to let her remove 2 threat from the main scheme. After she attacks her thwarts, she can deal 1 damage to an enemy, so we'll get rid of that tough, which sounds stupendous. And we will use, I don't know, Enhanced Spider Sense and Spider Tracer to play Suit Up. Search your deck and discard pile for an ally and an upgrade that can be attached to it. We did bring other allies, so let's go ahead and bring a... Let's bring a White Tiger. What could we attach to White Tiger? Nothing in our deck. There's just a lot of side-by-sides there. We could attach a Sky Cycle to her, so I think we'll bring that. Add that to our hand, and add White Tiger to our hand. So that's how Suit Up works. Alter Ego action. Search your deck and discard pile for an ally and an upgrade that could be attached to that ally. Oh, I already have both Honorary Avengers out. I was putting Honorary Avenger on Peter Parker so that I could search out another Honorary Avenger, because I couldn't technically attach it if I was in hero form. At least that's how my team plays it, so who knows? We could be playing it wrong. The rules people will let me know in the comments. I have to change the exposure on this camera. Gross. Alright, let's use Swinging Web Kick to play a Sky Cycle. Sky Cycle lets us exhaust Sky Cycle to ready Black Cat, and let's use our exhaustion tokens like an adult, right? Yeah, we're good at that. So Black Cat is ready again. She may as well just punch, I think, right? So she can punch for 1, 2, 3. That is going to knock out Rhino. He's going to go to the next phase. He gets tough again. What a bummer. He gets 16 hit points. We'll do that with 2 5s and 3 2s. And Stunny Chiro, joke's on him, I'm not in hero form. Black Cat's Power Gloves will go off, because it's not once per turn, and they'll ping tough off this guy right away, which is great. So we're going to keep White Tiger in our hand, because she draws cards and thwarts. Can't hurt. Let's ready everything, and we're going to drop to our hand size, which is 6 right now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoa, throwing cards everywhere. Cards in our hands. And here we go. So this threat is going to go up by 1. Rhino's going to scheme today for 1 + 2, 4. That is a lot of threat. And now 1 + 2 is 3. Yeah, that's math. Still a lot of threat. And now we hope we don't draw advance. Guess what, guys? We drew a Hydra card. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. All right, what's in our hand? We have a White Tiger, a Professor X, a Get Ready, 2 Web Shooters, and an Inspiring Presence. So I think we could just knock him out this turn. So let's go for it. Let's use Professor X, Web Shooter, and our resource to play White Tiger. She's going to draw us 3 cards because we are now in stage 3. We get a Suit Up, a Get Ready, and a Maria Hill. We'll just use Suit Up as resources, I believe. Let's see here. We're going to heal to full. Why not? 2 more HP. Can't hurt. We will flip up to Spider-Man form. Now Black Cat is currently swinging for 3, which is not too bad, not too shabby. So we'll have her swing for 3, 4 with Power Gloves. She will ready with Sky Cycle and swing for 4 yet again. That's 2 readies. We have a Web Shooter, which can pay for Inspiring Presence. That will ready and heal her for 1. She can swing for 4 yet again. And we have a Get Ready in our hand. So we will ready her 1 more time, and she will swing for 4 1 more time. knocking out Rhino. So we're back in the saddle, and we have defeated Rhino on our first go. So that was awesome. I'm going to tear things down. We're going to play the same deck through the whole core set for today, because that's what I have time for in the recording office, in the studio, if you will. But we will get set up against Claw next.